I was blinded by my greed and desire for power, Ebere admitted, tears streaming down her cheeks. But now, I see the error of my ways. I want to make amends and earn back the trust of the people I have wronged. Ada and Ngozi listened with empathy, touched by Ebere's sincerity. They realized that everyone deserves a second chance, and they were willing to forgive her. "We believe you, Ebere," Ada said, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "But earning back the trust of the village won't be easy. You'll have to prove yourself through your actions." Ebere nodded, determination shining in her eyes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I want to become a better person and make positive impact in the community." With Ada and Ngozi's support, Ebere began to rebuild her life in Umunze village. She volunteered to help with various community projects, such as repairing the village well and teaching children how to read and write. Over time, Ebere's selfless acts of kindness and dedicated to repentance earned her the respect and forgiveness of the villagers. Not for the deceptive lady friend that she was, but as a beacon of hope and inspiration for others who had lost their way. And as the years passed, Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere remained the closest of friends, bound together by their shared experiences and the bonds of forgiveness and repentance. Together, they proved that no matter how dark the past may be, there is always a chance for a brighter future ahead. Years went by, and the bond between Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere only grew stronger. They had weathered storms together, overcome challenges, and forged a friendship that stood the test of time. One day, a stranger arrived in Umunze village, seeking refuge from a neighboring village where a conflict had erupted. He introduced himself as Emeka and explained that he had nowhere else to turn. Feeling compassion for Emeka's plight, Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere welcomed him into their village with open arms. They offered him food and shelter, eager to help someone in need. As days turned into weeks, Emeka became a familiar face in Umunze village. He helped out with various tasks, earning the trust and respect of the villagers. But as time went on, Ada began to notice something unsettling about Emeka. He would often disappear for hours at a time, claiming to be visiting friends in the neighboring villages. And whenever he returned, he seemed to be carrying more valuables than before. "Ngozi, have you noticed anything strange about Emeka?" Ada asked one evening as they sat outside their hut shelling groundnuts. Ngozi, deep in thought, "Now that you mention it, he does seem to be acting funny. And where is he getting all these valuables from?" Ada nodded, her suspicion confirmed. "I think we need to keep an eye on him and find out what he's up to." Determined to uncover the truth, Ada and Ngozi enlisted Ebere's help in tracking Emeka's movements. Together, they followed him discreetly as he ventured into the forest one afternoon. They watched from a distance as Emeka met with a group of men, exchanging goods and engaging in hushed conversations. "He's involved in something shady, just like Ebere was," Ngozi whispered, her eyes wide with alarm. Ada nodded grimly, her heart sinking with disappointment. "We have to confront him and put an end to this before it's too late." The next morning, Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere approached Emeka outside the hut. "We know what you've been doing, Emeka," Ada said, her voice filled with determination. "I don't know what you are talking about, my dear friends. I'm just trying to survive in this difficult world." "Don't pretend to us, Emeka. We saw you meeting with those men in the forest, engaging in illegal activities," Ngozi accused. Emeka's expression changed. "You have no proof of such accusations. Besides, even if I were involved, what will you do about it?" Ada exchanged a worried glance with Ngozi and Ebere, realizing that Emeka had a point. They didn't even have any concrete evidence to prove his wrongdoing, but they refused to back down. They knew that they had to protect their village and uphold the values they held there. "We'll find a way to stop you, Emeka. You won't get away with hurting our community," Ebere declared, her voice filled with conviction. Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere set out to gather evidence against Emeka and put an end to his deceitful ways once and for all. As Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere delved deeper into their investigation of Emeka's illicit activities, they encountered numerous obstacles and challenges along the way. But their bond of friendship and determination never wavered as they pressed on with their mission to uncover the truth. They spent days gathering evidence, speaking to villagers who had witnessed Emeka's suspicious behavior, and piecing together the puzzle of his involvement in illegal activities. Finally, they had enough evidence to confront Emeka once and for all. With their hearts pounding with anticipation, they approached him outside his hut. "Emeka, we know what you have been doing," Ada began, her voice steady and resolute. "We have evidence of your involvement in illegal activities, and we won't let you continue to harm our village. You have no proof. It's your word against mine." But Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere stood their ground, presenting the evidence they had painstakingly gathered. Witness testimonials, physical evidence, and a detailed account of Emeka's actions left no doubt about his guilt. Realizing that he had been caught red-handed, Emeka's face crumbled and he fell to his knees, begging for forgiveness. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any harm. I was desperate and I didn't know what else to do." Ada, Ngozi, and Ebere looked at themselves again, their hearts filled with a mixture of emotions. While they empathized with Emeka's desperation, they knew that they had to uphold justice and protect their village from further harm. After much deliberation, they decided to give Emeka a second chance, under strict conditions. He would have to work tirelessly to earn back the trust of the villagers and prove that he was capable of repentance. As days turned into weeks, Emeka threw himself into his work, helping with community projects and making amends for his past mistakes. Slowly but surely, he began to rebuild his reputation and earn the respect of the villagers. And as time passed, Ada, Ngozi, Ebere, and Emeka forged a bond of friendship that went beyond their past differences and trials. Together, they proved that forgiveness, repentance, and the power of friendship could overcome even the darkest of times. If you enjoyed the story, please do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell icon so that you can get notified when I post another one of these awesome stories. And don't forget to share with your friends and loved ones. I appreciate your company here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.